King of TV Bowling, capturing footage of the tri-state area's best bowling, where you could be our next featured champion. Good afternoon, King Show fans. Vic Hehn here for another edition of the King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series. Today we're at Super Bowl Bellewood in Northern Kentucky for the Friday night PBA Experience Sweeper. We've got a great final in store for you this week. We're going to have Hehn, who's going to face off against Greg Smith. This week they were battling it out on the PBA Don Johnson pattern. 40-foot difficult PBA experience pattern. So these guys are going to have their hands full. Scores were relatively low today, as the cut after qualifying was a mere 521. So this 40-foot Don Johnson pattern had them tied up. Vinny Milano figured it out, though. Our top seed today out of qualifying. Vinny shot 660. Congratulations to Vinny. So after several rounds of King of the Hill after the qualifying, we're down to these last two gentlemen here. Hehn, the higher of the two out of the King of the Hill rounds, has elected to start this match. Mitch has been red hot of late. He's been posting some great numbers locally and other events, and he's looking to get things started here in the first. We're at Super Bowl Bellewood. Mitch going a bit high in his first pitch. Fortunate enough to break up the baby split, leaving just the 3-pin. Mitch from Cincinnati, Ohio. And he stays clean in the first. He brings that spare back. This is a scratch sweeper, folks. The Friday night PBA Experience sweepers at Super Bowl Bellewood are completely scratch. Each week they bowl on a PBA style pattern. So there's no house shot here, folks. This is a grind them out type of event. 3 games of qualifying, followed by King of the Hill rounds to the final. We're going to get a look at Greg Smith now. Greg has been at every one of these events up to this point. Goes a bit high on his first pitch, leaving just the 4-pin. Solid shot. There was quite a bit of OB on this pattern today. Got a little soft, and it would go through the face as well. So it's definitely a speed control and a touch shot. See if Greg brings his spare back. And he does. So both contestants keep it clean in the first. We would like to thank everybody that stopped on out to Super Bowl this week. Next week will be the final for this summer session of the PBA Experience Sweepers. Greg gets ready to wheel it up here in a second. Makes an excellent pitch on lane 15. We're on 15 and 16 today at Super Bowl Bellewood. Greg Smith makes a great shot on lane 15. As Slam and Sam also used to say, hit them light and let them fight. So he got a great mixer there in the second. So with that strike, that gives Greg 20 in the first with a strike up in the second. Putting the pressure on Hehn here. Mitch, an accomplished bowler. Real high backswing here, folks. Check that one out. Solid release. And there's your result. So Mitch gets a mixer as well. Tripping out the 5-pin late. Doesn't have to be pretty, folks. Looks the same on paper. So we're all tied up after the second. Mitch looking to put some pressure on of his own here. Back at Greg Smith. As Mitch is getting set here, folks, we're going to give you a heads up. We're going to be out at Northwest Lanes on August the 10th through 12th. We'll be covering the Cashing Out Winning Weekend hosted by Jermaine Kahn. For questions or reservations, contact Tab Bale or Jermaine at Northwest Lanes. Mitchell Hehn in the third. Going a tad bit light on this pitch. He's got himself a tricky split to bring back here as he leaves the 2-7-8 combination. It's hard enough not to chop the Bellewood 2-8, but he's got the tough 7-pin left there as well. So Mitch is going to have to try and fit this up or shoot the 2-pin over into the 7. See what he does here. He goes right at all three of them. So good cover there by Mitchell Hehn. Bringing that tough split back early on in the third frame. With that conversion, that gives him 20 in the first, 40 in the second, with a spare conversion in the third. So, well, that being said, there's a slight window of opportunity here for Greg Smith. Let's see how he tackles it here in his third frame. Makes a great pitch here, folks. Good shot there by Greg Smith, hitting him thin to win. That light shaker again on lane 16. So that gives him the advantage in this match with a double up in the third. As he is on the strike train, looking to make it 3 in a row in the fourth frame. 5-step delivery by Greg. And ouch, as he goes through the nose, leaving the Greek church. Not something you want to see on a double at all, because he loses the count. And now he is facing a possible open frame. Let's see if Greg can bring this back. He's going to have to slide that 6-pin over, and he just nearly converts. 6-pin goes in front of the 9 and behind the 4. Doesn't get much closer than that, folks. Greg just tough break there. That should have been converted. But the door is now open for Mitchell Hehn. Let's see what he does here in the fourth frame. Mitch looking to take control of this match as Greg is now sitting at 71 in the fourth after that open. Mitch with a spare working. And a great shot there by Mitch, leaving the smash 10. 6-pin goes up and around the 10-pin. Tricky shot, just not getting the angle of entry on the pocket. But Mitch with a single pin spare opportunity here. With a conversion. That'll give him 59 in the third with a spare up in the fourth. And he does convert. So, great shot there by Mitchell Hehn, keeping it clean. He is currently in the driver's seat at this point in this match. Looking to add to it. We're going to have to get a re-rack here, folks. He's got an off spot. While we're going to be taking care of that, folks, as we stated, we'll be out at Northwest Lanes covering the Cashing Out Winning Weekend. We're going to be trying to pick up the pace here and cover some more local events in the area, give you folks something to watch. We hope you enjoy this extra coverage. We'll be at Gilmore Lanes, hopefully on a regular basis coming soon, as well as possibly Coleraine Bowl again. So we're looking to get back out there and get to it, as Mitch has got a clean set here. Fortunately, he got a little soft, got a little inside of his mark here, going through the face as he leaves the 6-10. Very choppable spare attempt here on this pattern. Let's see if Mitch kills it and goes right at it, and he does. So great conversion there by Mitch as he goes 8 spare in the fifth. That gives him 77 in the fourth and a spare up in the fifth. So he's currently up 6 sticks on Greg Smith. Let's see if Greg can recover from that split in the fourth frame. Get back on the strike train. Greg going up the boards here. A little bit tighter line this time. Fortunate enough to break up the 4-10 split. They were ganging up on the 10 pin, so as he just leaves the 4 pin there. Greg going to shoot this off the strike mark and bring it back. So nice recovery there by Greg. Keeping it clean. Still down 6 pins in this match, though. This could go any way at this point on this tough pattern. We'd like to thank everybody out here at Super Bowl Bellewood. Sandy, Jonathan, Dean, and the gang. They got this place looking sharp. Folks, if you're looking for a center this winter to bowl at, check out Super Bowl Bellewood for men's leagues, women's leagues, children's leagues, or mixed couples. As Greg gets a great break here, getting a nice wally. Another shaker. They got these new pins in here on the championship pair. And after that strike, that gives Greg 91 in the 5th with a strike in the 6th. Keeping the pressure on Mitch here. Mitch has to hold on to a 6-pin lead. Mitch with that high backswing. Another good shot on lane 16, just not quite getting him to fall. As last time he went smash 10, this time he goes high 4. So he's playing the 10-4 game here. He's getting close, trying to get dialed in. But he is staying out of trouble. And that's the name of the game on these tough PBA patterns. Give yourself a chance. Cuts down the hook, and he brings that spare back. So good recovery there by Mitch, keeping it clean. After that spare conversion, that gives him 96 in the 5th. They spare up in the 6th. So his lead is slightly dropped to 5 pins here in this match. Greg is on a strike, so he can take advantage of that for sure. And take control of this match. Mitch looking to keep the pressure on here. Another great shot by Mitchell Hehn, just not getting the result he was wanting. Another wrap 10 pin here, and this time on lane 15. Having some troubles getting the proper angle to get that 10 out. He's going to cut down the hook here again and hopefully bring this one back. And he does. So great conversion there by Mitchell Hehn. After that spare conversion, he is currently sitting at 115 in the 6th with a spare up in the 7th. Well, it's go time here for Greg Smith. Strike working right now, and a double would put him in the driver's seat. Pitch goes through the face, tugging the ball inside of his mark. Fortunate enough not to leave anything difficult here as he just leaves the 6-pin conversion. That could have been trouble for sure. Greg going to cut down the hook here and go right at it. As he changes to the harder surface friction ball, he converts the spare. And we got ourselves a match here, folks. Unfortunately, Greg was not able to take advantage of that strike in the 6th frame. He does stay clean, though, as he is currently down 4 pins in this match. Coming up in his 8th frame here. Greg going high yet again. Just not trusting the ball at this point as he leaves the 3-6-10. Greg with his spare attempt here. And unfortunately, he chops the 3-6 off the 10. Looks like that pin was off spot a little bit there, folks. Yeah, it was. Unfortunate for Greg. He does not convert the spare. And leaves the door wide open here for Mitchell Hehn to run away with this one. After that open, that puts Greg at 137 in the 8th with a max potential in the 190s. Mitch looking to run away with it, makes another good shot here, and another 10 pin. Another wrap 10, folks. Just not getting the corner out. Maybe possibly moving his feet up or back here, trying to get a little different entry angle in the pocket might help him out, but nonetheless, he's staying out of trouble and keeping things clean. As I've been told, it's strikes for the show, spares for the dough. So maybe Mitch is using that formula here, as after that spare, he is currently going to be up here 16 sticks. Looking to build on that. Mitch's max potential at this point is going to be 214. Mitch can slam the door on Greg. But he needs a strong foundation 9th frame right here. Another great shot. Just cannot get that 10 pin out. Little lazy 10 this time. Half 10, 6 pin laying in the channel. Mitch has been peppering the pocket the whole game. Things clean, and he's got another single pin spare to bring back here, and does. So great conversion there by Mitchell Hehn. After that spare conversion, that puts him at 153 in the 8th with a spare in the 9th, and his max potential now at this point is 203. So he can still come up in the 10th and slam the door. But right now, Greg Smith has to apply some pressure. Foundation 9th frame, as he can still go out for 197 in this match. And Greg making an adjustment from his last 2 times going high. Hit the OB that we were talking about on this pattern, folks. Got a little wide, and the ball did not recover. As he almost leaves the dinner bucket, leaves the 2-4-5. Combination, which is a difficult spare to bring back, and unfortunately he does chop that spare attempt, going 9 out in the 9th frame, putting him at 146. It's about over here at this point, folks. He's going to have to strike out for 176. Mitch is just going to need to show up in the 10th frame as Greg goes through the nose, leaving the difficult 4-6-7 split. Tough break for Greg Smith, but a great run here today at the PBA Experience Sweeper. I'm sure he's going to be giving him a fight next week in the finals. Look at that sportsmanship there by Mitch. These guys are good friends, giving him the handshake and the hug. But Mitchell Hehn is going to walk away this week as the winner of the Don Johnson PBA Experience pattern here at Super Bowl Bellewood. And that's going to be enough, folks. Mitch can still finish it out here in the 190s. As he converts, he can still go out for 192. Great run today by Mitchell Hehn. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody out here at Super Bowl Bellewood, Sandy, Dean, and Jonathan. They got a great program out here. Next week will be the finals for the summer session of the PBA Experience Sweeper. So contact them here for more information on that. We appreciate all the fan support here locally in the tri-state Cincinnati area. Without you, the fans, none of this would be possible. Your final score here today at Super Bowl Bellewood, Mitchell Hehn is your winner, 188, over Greg Smith, 155. From everyone here at King of TV Bowling, we thank you for viewing and hope to see you next time. The King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series has been brought to you by CheapBowlingBalls.com. The only thing that's cheap is our low prices. White Oak Auto Care, family owned and operated for over 30 years. Give them a call today at 513-741-1300 for all your automotive needs. If your business would like to get involved with our sponsorship programs, give us a call today at 513-967-8796. We appreciate your feedback. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, send them our way to King of TV Bowling, P.O. Box 53718, Cincinnati, Ohio 45253. Folks, you can check out all this great action on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Log on to kingoftvbowling.com for more information. Thanks for viewing, everyone. Until next time.